Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. I'm glad you're here. I want to take a quick second and say thank you to all the channel members. I want to say thank you to all the subscribers. And I want to say thank you to anyone who just comes in to check out my knife, my EDC content. I really appreciate it. If you're so inclined, if you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon, it really does help me out. So today I've got a couple of cool knives, interesting knives from White Mountain Knives. Full disclosure, I talked to Justin over there. I was interested in one of these knives, so I bought one, and he was nice enough, because I wasn't exactly sure what was going on with this one, to send them both. And as you can tell, this one's going to be the one I send back. But this is the Viper Knives Mirror 1 and Mirror 2. The Mirror 1 is the first design by a long-term MKM collaborator, I guess you'd say, Igor Bortolussi. Comes with this nice leather sheath, really well done. I carry it as a pocket dropper inside my pocket. That hits the outside of my pocket, keeps it in place. But this is the Viper 1. This knife would be very dangerous for me. This here is the Viper 2. So what we have here is we have two small, interesting, thin EDC Fixed Blade knives. The ones I picked out are in Micarta. M390's the blade steel on all of them. This looks like it's upside down, doesn't it? It's not. That's what's scary. Anyway, the Mirror 1 by Viper Knives, Igor designed it with a thumb choil. This is how it is designed to be held, guys. So if you're looking at a steak knife or a knife where you want your blade really close to the ground, and you're not like me, who will instinctively grab it like this and lay my finger on the spine and cut my thumb to the bone, the thumb choil actually, as a point of slicing this way or cutting down, it works okay. You've got the swedge here. But for me, only because I guess I have come to second naturally think of choils to be finger choils, not thumb choils, I think it could become problematic for me. So personally, I like this one better, but they're both equally just laser beams. I mean, just a great little cutter. The Mirror 1, for those of you that are interested in a knife like this, is, to me, very unique. I don't hate it. You've got some contouring here on these Micarta scales. You've got full tang construction. You've got Mirror 1 Viper knives on the front, M390 there. And then I bet you this is Igor's name. I don't have my magnifying glass here. Don't have much of a sharpening choil here. But the fact that they designed this knife is interesting enough. What they learned when they did their 2D models is a lot of the employees that they were testing it with, like me, instinctively went to hold it like that, which made Igor design the Mirror 2, which I'm really glad he did, because this knife is stellar. I'm really enjoying this knife. This is the one that I bought because I did buy one of these two. Use my discount Javon 10. Y'all are welcome to use that too. These knives come with canvas micarta, wood handles, several different handle materials. But if you can see there, you've got nice contouring, but it's a very thin package. You've got a crown spine, kind of a spear point blade. The choil is in a perfect place. No jimping, but it doesn't need it, because this is an EDC slicer. This is a knife that is there to cut stuff, right? Not to feather stick. Well, you can feather stick with it, but not to baton through wood. It is an EDC knife designed over in Italy, and I can tell you guys, it is an amazing cutter, and it's got an amazing carry profile. I have a feeling that the Mirror 2 is going to be much more popular than the Mirror 1. The Mirror 1 I really like. However, it scares me because, you know what I'm saying? It just looks like, for me, and again, I'm an idiot, guys. You guys probably wouldn't even think of that. The swedge gives you that visual reminder that that's a thumb choil, right? So you know that's not a blade. But when I saw these in the picture, I thought it was like a little weird Scandi grind, because even the handle shape, you would think that the handle would be reversed on this one, so it wouldn't, you know, that the handle would turn back like it does here. But one thing that's hidden on here that you don't see right off the bat is it does have a nice little lanyard tube here. Yes, it does look like it would take some thinner paracord, but what I would do is I would take the scale off. I would put my 550 or whatever I was going to run through there, get it tight, and then put my scale back on. That's just me personally, because I can tell looking here that the pin for that lanyard goes into the scale, so you could get to that. But you've got the Mirror 1, very interesting knife, thumb choil, thin ergonomical handle, done very well. Again, an Igor Bortolussi design. Probably haven't heard of Igor because he is a MKM long-term collaborative designer. And then you've got the Mirror 2, which I think is an absolute home run of a knife. I love it, absolutely love it. I keep it just like this in my pocket. I drop it in my back pocket, like so, flip that over my pants, holds it in. I can deploy the knife at will. It's a great, great little package, in my humble opinion. This knife is revolutionary, right? They're pushing envelopes. They're changing the realities of what people think a knife are, right? So I'm not going to say that this is a bad design, because it's not. It's just different, and it's just not quite for me. Beautiful knife, beautifully done. I love the stonewash blade on both of these. I just think it is a really nice package. The sheath is done very well. It's not cheap leather. It's thick leather. It's not Joe Lancelot leather. It's not Oak City Leatherworks leather. But it's pretty dang nice. It's as good as my Boker leather or any of my other leather. So let's take the one that I'm going to keep, because they're both the exact same size. And let's do a couple of quick size comparisons. Let's look at it next to the Benchmade Bug Out. Just to give you all some ideas, Spyderco Paramilitary 2. And when you look at it from a thinness profile, it is very thin. I do have a couple of fixed blades that I think are going to come in a little longer. First is one of my faves, my Boker AK1 in RWL. And then we have got much harder use knife, our Guardian 3. Now these are all right in that same vein of sizes, but when you look at the carry profile from a pocket dropper, you can tell how thin the Mirror 2 is, even compared to my pocket dropper that is my AK1. The Mirror comes in much thinner. So let's get some real world measurements on it, shall we? Now that we've done some comparisons, and then we'll get a weight on it. I can already tell you, I want to say this knife lists for somewhere around $169. Maybe I could be wrong there. I'll link the White Mountain Knives links in my description, but I think it's right around $169. I took off 10%, say what, 16 bucks. And I think this is just a great little user knife. I'm very pleased with it. I've been carrying it for the last several days, and I'll continue to carry it because, again, it's very low profile, very easy to carry, very easy to pocket, and the sheath's very convenient. It is going to come in right at 7 inches with a 3.5 inch handle, 3.5 inch blade. Cutting area is right between 2.5 and 2 3/4. from the front of that finger choil to the back of the knife is 4 1/4. From here to here, keep in mind you've got a lanyard if you want to put a tail there. But I think this knife, because of the balance between the blade size and the handle size, you've got plenty of handle, I think, for most hands. I think it's going to fit most of you guys and gals just fine. If it's something that you like, if you're a fixie guy like, or gal like me. So, blade stock. 0.1205. Tall flat ground blade. Comes down to a screaming 0.0190 inches. Thin profile handle. Go to the contours. 0.41, so well under half of an inch. Up to 0.48, so right in that half of an inch range. But it comes in as just a really good user. For me, and again, this is just my experience, because that's what I do here, is I kind of share how knives make me feel and my experience with a knife. But I'm a city guy. I use knives to cut packages, paper, cat food, food, other just miscellaneous stuff, paracord, might prune some stuff outside, you never know. But this little knife, for almost any application I can think of, short of hard use, it fits the bill. I love it, and I don't want to discredit the Mirror1. This was the original design. This knife, for a cutter, as long as you're doing cuts like that and you know where your hand is, I would be scared, even though that thumb choil gives you plenty of grip if you were going to have to poke with this knife. It just, my finger feels like it's pretty close to that blade. Just one little weird thing there. But both of these knives are great knives. I don't want to take anything away from either of them. The sizes are going to be the same. Let's get a quick naked weight and a packed out weight. So 0.290, so they weigh exactly the same thing. And then when we pack it into our leather slip, let's see, like that, 4.4 ounces, guys. So for a 3-inch blade, its naked weight comes in to what I would consider to be very, very carryable, very EDCable. I love the profile. I love the blade, geometry, shape, almost everything about it. It's just a fantastic little package. But this is the Viper Knives Mirror 2. This is its brother, its predecessor, the Mirror1. They're both available at White Mountain Knives. I will, like I said, leave a link in the description. You guys can use Javon10 or another creator code of your choice, but make sure you do use the discount. Make it worth your while. Guys, thank you for watching. If you're so inclined and you're still here, hit the like button or hit the dislike button. Most importantly, please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.